I've seen Harry do his corporate put-on, and there's nobody better than him. He is introduced as a leading expert in your company, in your field, whatever it is. And he gets up and he begins to speak until eventually, hysterically, a little bit later, they realize they've been put on by the best guy in the business, Harry Freedman.
As many of you might know, Dr. Philip Schneider is a real amazing futurist. He is really often thought of as a guide to medicine, past, present, and future. He's an MD, MBA, JD. Please welcome our very special guest, Dr. Philip Schneider.
Thank you. Thank you. I am very happy to be here, and I am having a really good time staying here at the Coronado Resort. On the other hand, anytime I can spend $17 from an English muffin and sign it away at Singularity's expense, I'm having a really good time. I gotta tell you, I love this town. I had a chance to go to an art gallery yesterday that had an amazing exhibit. They had a chair made entirely of bubble gum. I reached underneath, there was a little wooden desk. It's also nice to be in front of such a specialized group. As a consultant, I'm often in front of some unusual situations. Recently, I was talking to a group of rabbis and other doctors. I remember thinking the last time I saw this combination in one room, I was a small child. And I was wondering why the rabbis had knives and the doctors were all praying. I also recently did a speech for an Alzheimer's fundraiser, and I don't know why, I never got a thank you note. There are some great companies here too, such as Intuitive Surgical, which is represented by Catherine Moore, which developed the Da Vinci system for magnified 3DH vision surgery for every part of the human body other than the ear, which will be covered by their new Van Gogh system. Which will cut out any hearing problems by removing the entire ear. And I say all this stuff despite the fact that I know some of you might feel my presence isn't needed today, in a way is interfering, and I'm here to tell you that's actually true. My presence isn't needed, in a way it is interfering, but we thought you should know what it feels like when you go to your patients, customers, and clients and annoy the hell out of all of them. With all that in mind, though, there are many questions that must be asked about your group and all your companies, such as whether software governance for augmented intelligence, robotics, personalized stem cell lines, point-of-care lab-on-a-chip diagnostics, gene editing, 3D printing, and microfluidics will enable greater increased pharma and drug discovery, synthetic biology, medical device development, and cryogenic organ regeneration, with Chinese medicine, Western medicine, Eastern medicine, Mid-Eastern medicine, Midwestern medicine, Northeastern, Southeastern, Southwestern, and Northwest Mid-Eastern medicine, while working with herbal medicines like ginkgo biloba, Rocky Balboa, yarrow, mallow, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, with cupping, seaweed treatments, flotation tanks, and long-term prison fasting, to improve the blockchain, the medical supply chain, the cyber supply chain, the IT chain, the chain gang, and the love train. After taking into account X2AIs, ACAI, OSHA, EMS, PMS, HMOs, BINGO, C3PO, ABCD, EFG, EIEIO, RESPCT, GLORIA, Showtime, Cinemax, and La La Land. Thank you. Thank you. I would say that would be one question. Another question is, what the hell am I talking about? I have no idea, to be honest. I was just quoting Kaiser's CMO, John Madison, the whole time. But the cool thing to me is you all seem to be following along. And that's why meetings like today have a value to exchange information. That's another reason I think the folks here from Singularity are the best in the business, while the people at their competitors like TEDMED or Health 2.0 are nothing more than a bunch of dorks who have managed to get lucky. And I say that not because I mean it, but rather because I'm being paid a lot of money to say that. So I hope you don't mind when I tell the people at TEDMED and Health 2.0 they're the best and you're a bunch of dorks at their next meeting. With that in mind, no, I want to tell you about my medical background. I do a lot of surgery, and I'm pretty good, because whenever I do surgery, I use a lot of extra anesthesia. I figure this way, even if I screw it up, I'm so stoned I don't really care what happens. And we don't tell you what it's like, but there are times with all my experience, I'll be in the middle of an operation, I'll just look down and I'll suddenly realize, you know what? I have no idea what the hell I'm doing on this one. We call that exploratory surgery. Other times I'm trying to make an incision, I'll be shaking, because Parkinson's has that effect. I'll end up making a giant X. As soon as I make the first X, I got to play the whole game of tic-tac-toe. So many of us listen to music during surgery to relax. Like I'll start an operation off, for example, with Que Sera, Sera. And depending how it goes, I end up with He's a Magic Man or Stairway to Heaven. Generally followed by Shake It Off, Shake It Off, Shake It Off. Thank you so much. You've been a delightful crowd. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay.